we're back with another episode of the Tuning In podcast with our Marclair Project. I'm your boy Jay Wells. I'm here with my man Mixman Shawn. Shawn, say what's up to the people.
What's up, people?
Hey, we're out here today with our shades on, looking cool like Cool John. Got the Schmop Life gear over there. Raider Nation fitted up, G'd up from the feet up.
With my stunner shades on.
You already know. This episode's gonna be fun. We're celebrating. We're celebrating a little bit. We made it to episode number 10. We'll talk about that a little bit, and why we consider that a success. And I want to open it up with a quote from another person who knows a little bit about success. His name is Vince Lombardi, the legendary coach of the Green Bay Packers, world champion, whom the NFL has named their Super Bowl championship after. He said this: "The price of success is hard work, dedication to the job at hand, and the determination that whether we win or lose, we have applied the best of ourselves to the task at hand." I chose that quote to open us up for this discussion. Today we're going to be talking about celebrating the small things. What I got out of Vince Lombardi's message here is that you should be proud of your efforts no matter what they are. And we're on episode 10 of our podcast. When we decided that we were actually legit going to do it, we said if we're going to do it, we got to at least get to 10 episodes. And here we are. We thank you all for watching and joining us on this conversations and having a little bit of fun on social media with the various topics and guests that we've had on so far. We do plan to keep it going. Shawn and I got some good ideas and some guests lined up for future episodes. So we decided to get the shades on and be cool and have a little fun today, huh?
Mm-hmm.
We were going to go with Hawaiian shirts though, weren't we, Shawn?
Yeah. We still are.
We still are, but we'll save that for another episode. So y'all be ready. You're on the hook. Maybe we'll do episode 20 with Hawaiian shirts or something. Whatever the next goal is.
Hell yeah.
Shawn, why do you remember why we set out to do 10 episodes and made that a milestone and a goal for ourselves?
Yeah, it's I mean, I remember you saying, you giving me some numbers.
Yep.
Like I don't remember exactly, but the Cliff Notes summary part of it was basically we gotta just keep going.
Exactly.
And a lot of people start and just put out one episode.
That's true.
And we were just saying if we're gonna do it, we're gonna at least meet the minimum requirements. And I just remember because we were just discussing, let's get it cracking, and because you were doing some research, so you had the data.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, all right, I mean, if that's what it takes, just to at least get above the 50%, I was like, we should at least just do 10 episodes, no matter what.
So it was on point because I was just spitting game, trying to sell it to you. Like, let's do it and check this out. It's a untapped market. Really, everybody says, "Oh, everybody's got a podcast." Well, that's just not true. If that were the case, literally everybody would have a podcast. Now, is it more popular these days than it has been in recent years? For sure. But here's the real data is like there's anywhere between 3.2 and 4.3 million podcasts that exist out there.
Yeah.
Now, of those, only 720,000 have more than 3 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Of that 720,000 that have 3 episodes or less, only 120 of them are doing weekly. Only 120,000 of them are doing weekly episodes. So, yeah, we were talking about goals. We were talking about setting up goals if we decided to do this. And when I was spitting those numbers to you, you're right. But you were excited. You were like, no, we're doing 10. We're locked in. Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, we start a lot of projects. Like
Facts.
we start a lot of creative things, but we play with them and then we just keep them on the hard drive.
Yeah, that's true. They sit in the background.
But
So,
with this, it was something intentional.
hmm
It was something like, all right, let's actually try to put together a little thing, where like attendance matter. We had to take the time out.
facts.
It's because with the music thing, bro, we only kind of did it when we could link up,
Yep.
or with this thing, we had to commit.
Yeah.
And I was with it. I was like, yeah. I mean, I'm rocking with you.
Yeah, it's fun. And we're doing a weekly show. For those of you maybe just be catching this be your first episode. We go back. We have 9 other ones. You can see the growth in just those few episodes that we've been doing. The fact is, we're learning something new every single time we hit record, go through the editing, publishing, learning where to share, and all those other things. Shout out to Shawn for coming on and giving us a good interview. Shout out to Adam Bilak for being two of our first guests that helped us work out
Yeah.
what that takes. And we got a few more lined up. If you're listening, you want to jump on the podcast with us, all we ask is join the conversation, hit us up, go in the DMs, or hit us up on the phone call, or at marclairproject@gmail.com, whatever it takes. And,
We got
you
some
know,
cool ones lined up.
for sure, we
Uh,
want to talk about some different subjects. So every show we have a subject, even with
yeah.
our guests, something that we have a main theme on. Just like today, where we're talking about celebrating the small things. For us, the podcast is a big thing, but getting to 10 episodes and being in that group of um, the podcast community where we're inching our way towards a larger um, audience, and we're inching our way towards having the opportunity to have a sustained product, which I think it's going to be something we keep going with for sure. So yeah, yeah.
Number
Beside that,
10, bro.
it gave us a reason to wear our shades and look cool.
Hell yeah.
But I think about this project and many others, and like you said, creative stuff is always difficult when you can't. We both have full time gigs that we're doing to pay the
Yeah.
bills, so this stuff isn't for paying the bills. This is for us to have a good time and
It's
ex-
just
express ourselves, and
it's,
I don't
it's
know.
what we usually do without the documenting it part.
Facts.
Because every time we link up, it's usually something creative,
Yep.
something to do with music. It's usually a good conversation.
Yeah.
Uh, we know a lot of diverse people, and we come across some crazy individuals. We always
Exactly.
but the only difference is now we just starting to document some of it.
Yeah, and that's what's cool is we're hoping to bring in other people and tell their story, and we get the chance to tell our stories and our thoughts and experiences on our own show, and then amplify the voice of others and learn from them and learn about them. And that's what's been fun so far, and what's exciting about the future as well. So I've been thinking about some other things, that are related to that, while we get the chance to be happy and excited about making it to 10 episodes and hitting our goal.
Yeah, bro.
What are future? Well,
I remember when
congrats.
we started like a whole month ago, or a
Yeah,
couple of months ago.
it's been 2 months.
Oh, just kicking it.
Yep, that's right. Well, cheers to you, and cheers to episode 10. And
Markley Project, brother.
let's take a sip and let's talk about some other successes. So I think about this, and I often find that when you look at the stories, that people that do have the big successes, they
Mm-hmm.
understand the importance of milestones. They understand the importance of setting goals and things of that nature. They're not just shooting from the dark, they're not just shooting from the hip, and they have a plan. So build that into part of your plan. That's what my thought is to everyone. on this subject is when you set out for a goal, also build in time to recognize those achievements and those milestones. Pause for a moment, have gratitude, reflect, and, you know, build the next goal and keep that as part of the plan, part of the recipe. I look at organizations that are successful, I look at people that are successful, and I just feel that they do that often. They tell the story of where they're having those successes. They tell the story of even when they struggle, but they try, like Vince Lombardi's quote, whether we win or lose, they gave their all. So give your all, you got a goal set out. Don't make it a back burner thing. I think that it's important to make the main thing the main thing. You feel me?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So I'm having a moment thinking about personal things. When we started out the year, both of us were kind of like waiting on things to happen in our lives. Um, for me, in the military side of things, recently,
Transitional
right?
periods.
Yeah, that's a good way of saying it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
On my military side, got some good news. Personal life side, got some bad news. It's like a mixed bag. You know what I mean? It's like a mixed bag, and how do you deal with that? But you can't let the bad news that's happening in your life overshadow the good things, because you have to, like I said earlier, celebrate the little things. So it can be uplifting. It's like, hey man, I had a good fucking day. That alone is worthy of if Cube could write a song about it, man, then you already know it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth celebrating it. Hey, I had a good day. You
Just
can.
waking up, gotta thank God.
That's right. And if you don't have to use your AK, you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. It's
But
pretty
the
much a good day.
yeah, no doubt. Um, that song's a trip.
That beat's
The
amazing.
the uh, the the point of that is that we're lucky to be alive. We're never promised tomorrow.
Hell
So
yeah.
so you can be in the darkest of times and find a silver lining. You can be in the darkest of times and gain something out of it, whether it's you know a self-induced hard time or an unfortunate event. I look at the POWs of Vietnam as an example of people that had it bad. They knew the risks of going into combat, but you never imagined that it would be you that gets shot down and your plane crashes in the jungle and you get dragged into a prison camp. But these guys, I always think of them of like as a cornerstone of what it means to find a silver lining. These guys were in there learning languages, um, creating tap codes to communicate, and finding a community, even though they were in a prison camp. And not all of
Yeah.
them, not all of them made it home, but many of them did. But imagine if they didn't have that attitude and that willingness to um, focus on the right stuff, the stuff that gets you through. But I just think there's many circumstances that we come across that we can benefit from celebrating the small stuff. What about you,
Mm-hmm.
Sean? How do you celebrate the small stuff?
Um, every day that you wake up, it's a gift. You ever seen The Sopranos?
Oh yeah, yeah. Tony Soprano, New Jersey.
Yeah, there's an episode in there where like he's hospitalized, he's gonna die,
Mm,
and but he ends up making it, and and then the way he does business after that day, that quote is from him. He basically he just wakes up just thankful to be alive, and he's like, every day is a gift, and I could hella relate to that because I I was basically in the same condition, and I
mm.
just woke up just thankful to be having another day on this planet.
Yeah,
And
last year's events, we were both dealing with those kind of things,
yeah,
both on the surgeon table.
yeah.
Yeah,
So every, cause it's like thanks to the medical system and where we at with the, you know, where the
yeah,
medicine is like we're still out here. I mean, that could have been our last days. So when I think about that, it's just like I try to make every day special. So
yeah,
I
no
try to
doubt.
celebrate every day I wake up. I'm thankful for everyone in my life that I still have,
Hell yeah,
and so I'm really, it's like it's all about celebrating the small things, you know.
for sure. When you make it a habit, it becomes easier, and then you're more grateful for them because your
Yeah,
awareness is there. Like you're paying attention. I would just ask people to pay attention, man. Like, keep your eyes up. Get your ass off that phone every once in a while and
yeah.
look around and fucking smell the flowers, you know what I mean? Where they say
It's
give people their flowers. Call somebody. Look, here's a challenge. If you got somebody that you love or care about, whoever you are listening to this, if you have somebody you love and care about, call them today.
yeah,
Fuck everything else. If there's somebody that you care about and they're alive and you're alive, call them today and let them know. Let
yeah,
them know you're grateful and that you appreciate them. It's the little things in life that we should be grateful for. We're gonna have the big stuff, you know. We're gonna get there. You working on getting a business, having a house, and your dream car, and your dream girl, and your fantasies, and all the kids you want to have, and the future you want to craft for yourself. You're gonna get there, but you're not gonna
mm-hmm.
get there without all those little steps along the way. So
Yeah,
appreciate them, value them. All the
and
characters that play a role in your life, they
and
help get you there
struggle and pain is also part of the journey.
for
Like
sure.
like my homie was telling me the other day. He's like, if if there was no pain, or like if life was just fun, you know, like our ancestors wouldn't have done all these sacrifices,
Hell yeah.
you know, like they wouldn't have gone through so much pain, you know.
Just in the fact that we are here today is due to the success of our ancestors.
Yeah.
100%, bro.
And life wasn't easy for them.
No, it was way harder. Like, we got it
Way.
fucking easy. It's as easy as
Yeah.
it gets now, bro. Air conditioning, refrigeration,
Air fryers and shit.
fucking air fryer, bro. It's just the conventional oven. It's just a
Yeah.
little convection oven. That's all it is. It's so
Yeah.
fucking hilarious. Let me read this shit. You ever heard of this thing called ancestral mathematics?
No, not really.
All right, I'm gonna read it word for word. You cool?
Yeah, of
Yeah, sip
course.
that brew. All right.
Motherfucking Modelo.
Yeah, Sean, sip your brew.
Hello.
Yeah,
Sipping on a
hello, got that
Modelo.
Modelo. All right, now ancestral mathematics. If
Mm-hmm.
you're if you're driving, running, working out, sitting at your office, wherever the hell you're at, listening to this thing, appreciate you. I'm about to read this thing to you. In order to be born, you needed two parents, four grandparents, eight great grandparents, 16 second great grandparents, 32 third great grandparents, 64 fourth great grandparents, 128 fifth great grandparents, 256 sixth great grandparents, 512 seventh great grandparents, 1024 eighth great grandparents, 2048 ninth great grandparents for you to be
Sheesh.
born today from 12
That's
previous generations. That's only
yeah.
12, right? You need to be a total of 4,094 ancestors over the last 400 years. Think for a moment. How many
Damn.
struggles, how many battles, how many difficulties, sadness, happiness, love stories, expressions of hope in the future that those ancestors had to undergo for you to exist in the now, in this present moment. That is success. You are here because of them. They had to crawl through the mud, fight through the blood, all the pain and agony, and all those things for us to be here
No,
today.
for real. I feel real thankful, man, because I know. I mean, we don't even have to go that far back in generations and centuries. Like just our grandparents, you know what I mean? The life
Exactly.
they had versus what we have is it's just that's why every day is worth celebrating, you know?
Facts. Yeah, and that just brings it home. You know, it makes you think that that's only 12 generations over 400 years, but the people we've known in our conscious awareness in our life have been people we should be grateful for. You know, their stories of success are written in the history books, and ours will be too, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and on social media.
Yeah, it's all part of documenting it, you
It's
know?
part of the game. Yep.
It's like leaving a timestamp.
Yep.
Kind of like when you see like old pictures from the 90s, you can just feel that time, you know?
You know, that's a good point.
You'd be like, oh, the Jenkos somebody's wearing or
The
whatever, like
Janko,
that.
the Janko jeans. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my
or the
gosh.
type of boombox, or like they might be having a little fucking Iowa cassette player.
Yeah.
Remember, I
Or
remember
their
Iowa.
Tamagotchi, their Tamagotchi toy where they gotta feed it so it grows.
Yeah, bro,
Their Pokemon card.
the fucking Chia Pets.
Oh, dude, Chia Pet was legit, bro. The commercial.
Chia.
Chia. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
man, good
man.
times. Fool, like, yeah. 90s were dope. I wasn't there in the 70s and the 80s.
We're 80s babies, so
I
barely remember
heard
those.
80s were chaotic, bro. In a fucking in my neck of the woods.
Well, all I know is I think it was on Dave Chappelle's skit, but it may have been Rick James. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. And
Yeah, yeah,
80s
yeah.
was definitely that era.
Yeah, I
A
know.
lot of
In
things
my neck
happening.
of the woods, it was a lot of riots out there, but man.
Oh, there was
Yeah, in Punjab. Oh my God, yeah.
when you were
My
coming up.
yeah, my parents because I was born in '84, and in '84 it was like everything was shut down. There was a lot of chaos going on.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, it's still some chaos going on in the world, but you know,
But
in general, it's pretty peaceful. You know,
yeah,
I think
yeah.
it is. I mean, there's hot
Every
stuff happening all over, but
every life and every experience is special. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
if you were to look at every country around the world and
Hmm.
do the numbers and say how many conflicts are there, it's not that many. There's a few prolific ones: Russia and Ukraine, and currently Israel and
Palestine.
Palestine, and well, really Hamas and Iran. Those are some conflicts, right? But if you
Hmm.
look at just the world in general, it's relatively peaceful with high tensions. But you know, that's a kind of a success as well. Hopefully, we can keep that going and keep and turn the fire down on some of this other shit.
Yeah,
You know?
this is where we at right now, and
Yep.
it it took a minute to get here.
Yeah.
Um, but it's as far as you can remember, it was never peace on earth.
Nope. Yep. It's always something going on, man. So
Like you could take the oldest stories from any religion, no matter what the case is, the main character went through hell,
yep.
and like people were not friendly to them, you know?
No, absolutely not. It's just, and that's just the history books too. You know?
Yeah, you could take like the story of Jesus, and you already know
Yeah.
people
You
were
already know
not
how that ends.
people not they weren't cool about that. You can take any story from Sikhism and all the gurus, you
Yeah.
know, they had to make so many sacrifices, or any other religion you can take, you know.
Yeah. Even recently, not even religion, but politics. I mean, think about anybody who was anybody in the 60s, 70s, 60s really. Look, JFK assassinated. Martin Luther
Hmm.
King Jr. assassinated. Malcolm X assassinated. They tried to get a couple others. Some of them they got, some of them they didn't. But you know what I
Speaking
mean?
of assassination, do you know about the Club 27
Nah. What's Club 27?
or 27 Club or whatever? It's all the people who died at the age 27,
Oh, the age
like
27. Yeah.
like
That's fascinating.
Jimi Hendrix, and I
How
think
many? There's so many, huh?
yeah,
It was
like
Tupac, Kurt
put that in the,
Cobain.
yeah, Kurt Cobain,
They're like all celebrities.
and so these are the American ones.
Yeah.
To even fucking trip off or even more. Uh, Recently, there's this guy that got shot. He was from India. His name is Sidhu Moosewala. He was also 27 when they shot him.
Oh
And
shit.
there's another character called
What was his
Chamkila.
big thing? What was his
He was basically like the head of Punjabi hip hop at the moment. Like
Oh shit. What's his name?
he Sidhu Sidhu
Sidhu?
Moose, yeah,
Sidhu Musa?
Sidhu Moosewala. Like
Oh, Musavala.
Musa is his village.
Hmm.
Wala just means like from Musa.
Musawala.
Like it's like saying Josh Californian.
Okay.
Sidhu
Cali
Moosewala.
boy.
Yeah, Sidhu from Musa.
Hmm. I got you. And did he
Um,
died?
well, yeah, he was born in India, came to Canada as a student,
Hmm.
was really talented, and got a lot of success like really quick.
Yep.
Um, I guess he had some beef. He was kind of dabbing into some politics or whatever. But
Yeah.
he was 27, and uh,
Part of the club.
they came and shot him. So
Damn.
it just I trip off of that because um I had heard about this, but I only knew like about Tupac and Kurt
Yeah.
Cobain and I think Amy Winehouse and like
Oh shit. She
yeah,
was,
bunch of
wasn't she?
people like there's like a gang of these fools. That's why it's a club.
It's
Eh,
weird, bro. I never heard. So I've heard of the 27-year-old thing, but it didn't click on me because I never heard it referred to as the
Yeah, but
27 Club.
yeah, yeah, it's a big club and like what that's like something I always noticed. Like when Sidhu dies, I was like, oh damn, his age was 27, and he
Yep.
kind of blew up at the age of 22. He only had like about 5 years, and
Yeah,
he made a lot of impact. He was his writing was amazing, and his singing was really you could feel it, you know.
mm.
And then same thing with Chamkila. He was from like my parents' era.
Uh,
He was one one of those talents
Popular
that
in the 70s, 80s.
yeah, and he came from like really humble backgrounds. He basically lived up to 27, but in those
Damn,
27 he what he achieved was like is still untouchable at this point, like.
that's crazy,
And
dude. I forgot about that. Uh,
yeah, and like
I'm
it's
gonna
like
look it up.
these people came, they made a lot of impact in a small amount of time, and by the time it was 27, um either they took their own life or something took them out, but the
Holy
impact they made,
shit, Sean. There's so
right?
many people on this list, bro.
That's a long ass list.
Yeah. Wow. Jeez, and it's not just musicians.
Yeah.
It's like there was a pope on here. What? Pope John? What? Not saying he was up between 27 and 34. I'm looking at some of the names right now. I pulled it up. I mean, Jaime pulled it up. There's Hendrix.
Hey,
Oh,
shout out Jaime.
Janis Joplin. Jim Morrison from The
Yeah.
Doors.
The Doors, yeah. Oh
People are
my God.
strange when you're a stranger.
Bro, you know who put me on the Doors?
Trevor?
No, no. My manager who happened to be an old Indian dude.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yo,
Big Trev liked them too.
Yeah, no. This Indian dude, bro, he had
There's an
really
Indian dude.
really badass bow system. He'd be like, "Yeah, listen to how good my system is." I was like, that's what's up."
Here's an Indian dude too on this list that he's from the 80s. Amar Singh
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Chamkila.
Amar Singh Chamkila. Yeah.
Okay, that's the
Some
guy.
yeah,
Was an
Chamkila.
actor,
Bro,
Indian singer.
they
Oh,
just
he's
dropped a
Punjabi.
movie on him. Yeah, they just dropped a movie on him on Netflix, so you could see
So,
the impact that
okay.
he had.
So Chamkila's vivid language, high-pitched vocals, and novel compositions, accompanied by Tumbi. That's drum?
Hmm. No, Tumbi is a little string instrument. As a matter of fact,
Oh,
I could show you what it is. I have one.
you have one? Yeah,
Yeah,
grab that while I read this.
yeah.
All right. So, accompanied by Tumbi, made him popular. His music was influenced by the Punjabi village life in which he grew up. Wow. So he was considered the Elvis of Punjab.
Yeah.
I guess his first song was called Takwe Te Takawa. Oh yeah, it's like one string.
Yeah. That's all
Legit.
you need, bro.
That's all you
Well,
need.
hey, one string and a lot of good vibes.
Chill vibes. Love it. That's success.
Yeah.
Wow, dude, this guy was the Elvis of Punjab. Okay.
Yeah, bro. I mean, till this day, a lot of compositions you hear are directly inspired by him. Either they take his melodies and put their own words to it, or they take his words and update them to something that's current. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. So they just like
It's like
reusing it,
remix, re-inspire, and fucking reproduce it.
or they're
Um,
quoting them.
yeah. Because I mean, he was kind of ahead of his time, and the subject he would touch were really people wouldn't
Oh,
discuss him.
yeah. It says there is the biographical drama is called Amar Singh Chamkila, and it was released on Netflix on 12 April.
Yeah. I was surprised they did that because I mean we're really familiar with the story because as I was growing up, this is who my uncles would listen to because they were all truck drivers. You know what I mean? So they would bump this on the trucks, and
Holy shit.
when he got shot, that was actually like my neck of the woods.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna do a screen share while you're talking.
that story is like really mad local to us. So
So this guy that I'm pulling up on the screen is called Basquiat. He was in the 27 Club. Now, famously, recently, have you seen Jay-Z's hair?
yeah.
Look,
Basquiat the painter.
there he is, bro.
Yeah. Basquiat,
Holy
yeah.
shit.
I think he has a museum in LA
This
where
was this is a
you
photo
can
by Andy Warhol from 1982.
yeah, you could see his artwork in a museum in LA.
Yeah. Let's see. There's a
Some of that shit is really disturbing too, 'cause you know, he would be in pretty dark places in his mind sometimes.
yeah, I've never seen none of his work before. There's a good one. If you're able to watch this video of our podcast, you can see this. It's like a head with a bunch of crazy letters and intricate little details drawn into the painting. But yeah, he was very, very popular out there, wasn't he? Oh, there's a self portrait. Wow.
Yeah.
This is by
His
somebody else, though. Johnny Blanco, artist Johnny Blanco. In any case, yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm going to go back to normal screen. That was popping up because I was looking at the 27 Club and he was on there,
yeah.
bro. Damn, that list goes deep and it's way
It's
trippy,
kind of
man.
a trip, huh?
It really is.
'Cause
And you know what?
27 is
All
like
of these people were
such a short.
successful. Yeah,
Like
that's true.
we're both about we're touching 40s, right?
Yeah, we're almost
Um
double them. Just think, it's
and
like you think that there's something that, oh wow, Pat Tillman. Pat Tillman was a Ranger.
like even Tupac, bro.
Yeah.
By 27, like the amount of work he had done is kind of incredible, bro.
Do you know about Pat Tillman?
No.
So Pat Tillman was a professional football player.
Uh-huh.
He played for the Arizona Cardinals, and
Damn.
he actually left his career in the NFL because of the really to join the Army in May 2002 in the aftermath of the 9/11 attacks in 2001. And he served in Iraq and Afghanistan and actually was killed by friendly fire
Damn.
in his service. But you know what? You know where he was from?
Mm-hmm.
Fremont.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he went to Leland High School.
But there's a lot of Indians in Fremont.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But he was. Uh, they have like a Pat Tillman Foundation and I call all kinds of other stuff. I didn't know he was in the 27 Club. He was a very successful guy, and you know what though? They carry his legacy on pretty well. Hold on, just a shout out for him because I think he's a pretty cool hero, very successful guy. I want to do a screen share on him as well, real quick. Let me
He's
know. Let me know if you can see him. There's his military photo. It's him, jacked.
wow.
I think because his brother was in the service as well, and he just felt that call to action. Like some things are bigger than football. You know.
Definitely, definitely.
There's his jersey. I don't
Football
know.
is just a game, you know what I mean? And you can always
So
play another game.
yeah, this was on display during a NFL Super Bowl. I don't know how to read Roman numerals quick enough to read that. He was
Yeah.
decorated
Roman numerals is like a
decorated
scenic
infantryman
route.
with a Silver Star medal and of course Purple Heart
Purple
and
Heart.
the Meritorious Service Medal. He's
Damn.
got all his medals, achievement Army Achievement Medal.
A lot of
Yeah,
stripes.
just pulled that up on Wikipedia for anybody that wants to check it out and learn a little bit more.
Pat Tillman,
Keeping things
shout out
easy.
Pat Tillman, bro.
What a cool
Wow.
story he had, but a sad ending, But that's what it is about this 27 Club, isn't it? Yeah, Amy Winehouse is
Man,
on here for sure. Some
look at
names are
the
new.
body of work. Like, I mean, it's really hard to do that much work.
Yeah, man, and that quick and that young, like, man.
Yeah, because I mean, by 27, you're barely understanding life. I mean, but
Yeah,
if you look at their work, it's like these fools got a really old soul, or they're just kind of visiting us real quick.
yeah,
And I'm not,
and
I
they're
don't
like,
know.
and that's what I was thinking of before I kind of found out. I kind of was surprised to see Pat Tillman on this list.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, I'm using Wikipedia as just a reference for you and everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason, maybe I scrolled too fast and my eyes didn't catch him, but I didn't see Tupac on this list, but I swore he was.
Hmm.
But what I was thinking about was kind of what you just said, but let me elaborate a little bit on my thought was these people are living so intensely and they're giving so much of themselves through whatever channel it is that they're given that I wonder if everyone in their life has like a max potential for what they can possibly give. I wonder if they went so hard in that time period that it was just they maxed out what it was. This is just some weird philosophical thought that all
Yeah.
the like let's just say you're born with the max capacity to create or give into the world that you go
You
so
know,
hard in that time period that you know
live fast, die young.
yes, no, that's perfect. I wonder if that's something real to that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a song by MIA that go live fast, die young. Something, 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 something.
Yeah,
But
that's crazy, bro.
it's a trip, bro.
It is, man. It is. That's why we got to be grateful for every day. These folks only made it to 27. You know, that's what it's all about. Enjoy it. Enjoy the moments. Enjoy the moments. Have fun. Really slow down
Yeah,
every once in a while and just like soak it in. You know what I mean? Wear your
bro. And
sunglasses.
don't forget to be thankful, you know?
Yeah, wear your sunglasses. Record a podcast. Do something cool.
Yeah. Yeah, make more memories.
You know what I mean?
Make celebrate more little things, more every achievement, man. Everything life reveals to you, because life is gonna be revealing new things at every corner.
It's hard, I think, in this day and age, everything is instant gratification. So, like when you don't receive it, it can be upsetting for people. You notice that about the current times?
Yeah, it's
There's like a lot of
it's
focus on
all about
achievement.
exactly.
One of the recent terms that I've heard that I appreciate a lot is that comparison is the thief of joy.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard that?
Yeah.
Why I like that is because a lot of times it's easy to be like, damn, when's my turn coming up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we are by nature, to a degree, all narcissistic. And not all of us are like predatorily narcissistic or anything like that, but all of us have a narcissistic aspect to our nature,
Mm-hmm.
whether it is very powerful or just very minuscule. It's there, and so you're always looking in this comparison thing, like, "Ooh, I wonder if I should do that," and we call that inspiration or motivation or an idea every once in a while. But I think that there's a good side of that. You just have to know how to deal with it. So this comparison is a thief of joy concept is it's okay to look and celebrate others as well. It's like, man, I'm happy for you, bro. Be real about
Mm-hmm.
it. Be authentic about it. Because there's a lot of people that are clapping in your audience, or they're on you, they follow in your page, but they're really haters. You know,
Yeah.
they don't,
They like we like it when you going through some.
yeah, not lightweight. They're heavyweight like that shit.
Yeah.
But as a self-driven behavior, you have to be careful to measure yourself to those of others. Because what you will do is you'll put all this stress on yourself. Like you're going to get yours when you get yours. You're going to get yours
Yeah.
through your own way. Everybody's path leads to a different direction. If you end up in the same destination, cool, so be it. But we all have a different route to take, and that's okay. We have some similarities. I might get my
Mm-hmm.
degree. I might get a degree in college. I might go get learn a craft out in a trade school. I might go out and get a skill on a job, or I might be this very creative person, or you might be this very creative person. We're all going to have these intangibles about ourselves and our path and our journey that takes us to our destination. But if I'm sitting here being like, "Oh shit, I need to step my game up," every time the next guy does something, that's exhausting. That's
Mm-hmm.
exhausting.
There's
And
a saying in Punjabi. I'll give you the translation for it.
yeah,
It basically goes like you can't burn down your hut just because somebody has a mansion. You know,
okay.
you have to
Say it in
celebrate.
what's it sound like in Punjabi?
It's like दूसरे दा महल देख के अपनी कुल्ली नहीं ढाई दी. You know,
And that means
like if you see mahal like a Taj Mahal, like if you see
mm,
somebody living in a castle, you don't go burn down your little hut.
damn, that's
You know what I
true.
mean? Because that's your
That's
home.
exactly what I'm talking about. That's a
You have to be
perfect.
grateful for that roof. You know what I mean?
That's exactly
Like
what I'm talking about.
regardless of how high the roof is.
Yeah,
Oh, you know what I
exactly.
mean?
Because if you do, then you don't got a place to live.
Yeah, like you have to be thankful. Like,
Measure your desire. Make sure it's not jealousy. Make sure it's
yeah.
not that coveting thing. One of the commandments in the Ten Commandments of the Christian faith, and I
Mm-hmm.
believe the other faiths that follow those commandments that Moses revealed,
Mm-hmm.
don't covet thy neighbor.
Yeah.
I think it's hard to celebrate your successes if you're constantly in that state of coveting your neighbor. And if you can't
Yeah.
celebrate your successes, you ain't gonna be happy.
Yeah.
You can be fucking frustrated and miserable all the time. And that's where I feel like a lot of people are, you know, to a degree. Now, if you are on social media, then you know a lot of times people share only the good things,
Yeah.
right? So they'll only post the happy things on their Facebook or their Instagram or TikTok or wherever they're at. They're not.
Yeah, just the highlights.
That's right. So you get this, you paint this picture that everything's gravy.
Yeah.
But I don't. A lot of times I don't even share things. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because it's just like the great Lil Wayne once said, "Real G's move in silence like lasagna."
And lasagna is good.
It fucking smacking, dude.
And you know, a little bit of pasta and salad.
Well, I think there's some wisdom in that, right? It's like you don't gotta brag about every little thing. You celebrate it yourself.
Yeah.
You know, just be happy. No, go out with confidence. Like, yay, man, I did that shit today. Did my damn thing. Today was a good day.
Hell yeah.
That's a positive message, I think.
Yeah.
I I take it as one. I try to make that a behavioral practice. You know what? Today, to be honest with you, Sean,
Mm-hmm.
and anybody that's listening, this episode won't premiere. It'll be about 2 weeks in between when we recorded it and when it comes out on that Marclair Monday. That's what we
Same
call it.
channel, different time.
Damn right. But on this day, I was in a funk. The day before, I was not feeling too well, and I just woke up kind of like meh, real, as they say, mid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
I was mid as fuck, bro. I was like, whatever. I was
yeah.
halfway. I was halfway. Like maybe Sean will be like, I can't do it, and I would have been like, yeah. But that's what
Yeah.
accountability partners are about. And I was also excited about it, but I just was in a funk, and I needed something to bring me out of it.
No, I'm all about that, bro. Like,
You know,
listen to the vibes, play by ear. You know
sometimes you
what I
just
mean?
need to reset. Like
If
you can be in the
yeah,
middle of your day and find a way to reset if it's off course.
yeah. If it lines up, it lines up. If it doesn't,
Hmm.
you feel me?
You got to find a way to bring the ship back into sea. If you're out and you reach in turbulent waters or the storm sets upon you, you have to find a way to bring this ship back into sea. And today was one of those days, man, where I reset in the middle of the day. I ended up just cooking dinner for the family, having dinner with the family,
One
chatting.
of the best joys of life.
Me and Elena went for a cruise in the Raider Nation, the Nation wagon as I call it. Bumping some tunes. I played regulators. Shit.
Hell yeah.
I played the what else did I play that was real fucking good? Some old school Gangstar and shit like that from way back,
Mm-hmm.
and the windows down, let the cool ocean air blow through, and just man. By the time I made it back to the crib, I was already texting you like, "Let's get it." You know what I
Yeah, that
mean?
music will have you feeling good, bro.
It's all the whole thing. It's just like you have to make a choice.
I got a bunch of playlists, you know what I mean? If I'm going on a
Oh
long
yeah, but
little road trip,
that was my way of bringing the ship back into the sea or in from the sea. You know,
that's a good
that
method.
was my way. I was like, you know what, I got to do something to make this to recapture this day because I was just, bleh. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I skipped a workout. I never do that.
It'd be like that sometimes, you know?
Nah, it just you when you're going through stuff, then the stuff sometimes will own your ass. But it that
Yeah.
got me. So I had a loss earlier in the day, and then I felt like the whole day was jacked up. But
Yeah.
recapturing that day, and then I was able to, you know, come in here and record this episode with you and talk about success because um I felt successful just in that little action alone. I was successful today. I felt it.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%. I mean, and you have to understand, like, pain and struggle is universal, you know what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
like just one of us got it. You know what I
No,
mean? We
that's a
all
fact.
have it, and we all have to, while we're here, we all have to help each other through it. You know what I mean? Whether it's our parents, our sibling, whatever. Like, cause there's a lot you can do for other people, cause because how what you've dealt with,
Yep.
firsthand in life. So you could be there for a lot of people, and then a lot of people have been there for you. So it's like you have to be thankful for them and thankful for the opportunities that you have to be there for other people.
Yep.
You know?
There's another thought that I had while you were talking that popped in. It was this old Navy SEAL guy, very popular now. He's written a couple books, and he was Admiral McRaven. Very, very well spoken. He's done some commencement speeches and things of that nature, and
Mm-hmm.
his books are good. But one of his concepts is make your bed.
Make
And
your
I'll,
bed.
yeah, let me jack this up real quick. But essentially, is like you wake up, the first thing you do is you make your bed.
Mm-hmm.
You can go throughout the rest of your day jacking everything up, burn your toast, you know, miss your appointment, not meet your mark on your run, miss your workout, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, because you made your bed, you come home to a made bed.
Yep.
So, you know, you can try the next day and get after it again.
I remember you telling me that like a long time ago.
I really like that message from him. It makes a lot of sense. It is a very true statement, in my opinion, because all that stuff happens and then you can come home to a made bed. But there's a
Yeah,
lot of
it's
analogies
just
you can
about
come out.
starting off on a good note,
Yes.
on a
And
because cleanliness or whatever,
right.
just
But
starting off with.
it's a task. That's your first goal of the day. That's your first thing of the day. That's your first success of the day. It may be your only success that day, but
Mm-hmm.
you can't say that the day wasn't successful.
Yeah,
Making your bed is within your control. So the little
bro.
things.
Even in the Hindu culture, a lot of the Brahmins, like the hardcore Brahmin dudes, like
Hmm.
they don't do anything until they wake up and take a shower because they think being clean attracts money and good fortune.
Oh yeah.
And they consider food part of good fortune and like money. So that before they even cook or touch anything to eat, they wake up, make their bed or whatever, take a
Yeah.
shower, and then they cook and eat.
No, that
You know
makes
what I
sense
mean?
though. But
It's a
if you
whole
think about it,
routine.
man, food is one of food, water, and shelter, fire, the basic essentials, right?
Mm,
Are are, are the greatest good fortunes. Man,
hell yeah.
you have to be thankful
That's
for all
something
those
like
things.
brings people together. Like you,
Hmm.
since the beginning of cooking, you know what I mean? People just gather around fire.
Yeah, man.
Ever since we figured out
That's where all the
to
stories you
make
get
fires.
told.
Yeah.
In a way, if you think about it, this is
I'm one of those people that I like to hang around the fire.
this is the new campfire, though. If you
Yeah.
think about it, and in a way, it is because it's electricity. This
It,
light, this electric light that we have.
it's lit.
This is the new campfire. It's lit, bro.
Yeah, you have to keep it lit. When somebody passes you the torch,
Facts.
you gotta keep
Facts.
it lit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to. You don't want to let it die on your watch.
Ah,
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I just wanted to share that about today. Was it's one of those days, man. I wasn't at my best. But I
ah.
decided to not allow it to slip any further as the day went on. I said, fuck that, and just recaptured that bitch.
Yeah.
Smoked a stogie, had a drink, had a great conversation with my friend. Fuck it. That's a win.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. Most def. No, for real.
Yeah.
It's been a trippy ass journey just to be
Yep.
here.
No
Um,
doubt.
cause I mean, there's not a lot of people I could just get them on Zoom. Like the kids I grew up with ended up dying. Most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whether it's because of drugs or suicide or some bullshit. I mean,
Yeah.
I consider myself real lucky to kind of like get out of that environment in the right time, and
Mm-hmm.
um, you know what I mean.
I do.
even then, a lot of shit was stacked against me. I kept having faith in God, and you know, He been pulling me through.
Of course. Yeah. Having that perspective is important. Not thinking that it's all on us, you know? Like there's something instilled within us that allows us to find that strength. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people look away from it. So there's a relationship within that. And of course, not everybody believes in God or they believe in God in a certain kind of way. But
Yeah, they believe in something because it's like
yeah, you know
when
that,
you.
you know what's interesting? It's like you can't be an atheist
Mm-hmm.
without God.
Yeah, like when you ask somebody to explain life, it's no matter how they explain it, it's unexplainable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts. There's so much mystery. That's why it
Yeah.
makes it even more important for us to be like, yo, it is an absolute miracle that we're not smashed by a meteorite, earthquake, volcano, that we weren't born in the age of dinosaurs when they chomp our fucking face off.
All kinds of shit,
And
bro. Like,
cutting and ducking from
I
the
mean, shout
saber-toothed
out to the
tigers.
dinosaurs, you know. No, we got fuels and shit.
Yeah,
I
no doubt. It's
mean, they didn't know. Um,
no, they would just mind other business.
yeah.
But yeah, man,
You think dinosaurs were real though, for reals?
you know, the archaeology is pretty strong.
Yeah,
However,
probably, huh?
it would take a lot to fake that, I guess, you know.
Yeah, they're talking about billions of years though, you know?
Yeah, but what's a billion? What's a billion to um, a creator who's infinite? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro. That's where it gets trippy.
There's this interesting thought. It's like, well, you know, mankind must have done this and that. There's no way they can be 6,000 years old.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, the thought is if you were born into your age, like you were pre-aged, so that let's say you're the creator of all things and you
Hmm.
have this omnipotent power, then your creation could be whatever age you make it. Oh, I'm going to create this thing. Cool. It's going to start at 6,000 years old.
Yeah.
So it's just this interesting conversation that I've seen happen. I say, oh, the
Yeah, I
universe
guess
is,
it's tough to put a number on time, you know?
yeah. And then the measurements that they use are
It's just yeah.
the calculations
There's
that
so
are
many
that are
different
used are like, you know, they're
there's so many
beyond they're
different
beyond my
calendars.
understanding of math, of course. But at the same time, the explanations that they use are sounding very theoretical, if you ask me. So the science is just as theoretical as faith and religious beliefs.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a little
Really
bit
though, even though we understand something,
there's
but
estimated measurements, but how many times have scientists got things wrong?
every day.
So it is what it is. I have a I guess what you would call a healthy skepticism when it comes to those concepts.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose things could be as old as they say. I suppose they could be as young um, as some of the ancient texts believe. Either way, the age of a thing to me is slightly, if not completely, irrelevant. The fact that we exist today and the world in front of us is what it is, and you know we
It's
have
something
we
it's
have
something
some awesome
going on out there.
we have some awesome things going on. We have some scary shit going on, and a
Shit.
lot of it, and on either end of that spectrum, is out of my control. So
Yeah.
back to the basics. I make my fucking bed when I wake up, and
Yeah.
yeah, like the admiral says, if I fuck shit up all day, he don't say it like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I fuck everything up
I
throughout the
make my
day,
coffee.
at least I come back to my bed and it's made.
Yeah.
I'll worry about the stuff in my sphere. I think about the other things. I consider them. I like to be as informed as I can be with a reasonable expectation, but there's a lot going on. It's impossible to be super up to speed on all of it. So I'm grateful for the knowledge that I do have, and I try to keep it in my lane
Yep.
for
Yep.
sure.
I mean, I'm always a student, you know.
Yeah, for sure. It's better to be a student always. Even when you're
Just
teaching, you're still learning. You know what I mean?
that, you know, that one thing when one teaches to learn.
Hey, oh yeah, that's the way it is, man. That's the
Yeah,
best.
I like that.
Same here. All right, Sean, you got any key takeaways, bro?
Just waking up, gotta thank God.
Yeah.
I don't know, today was kind of even.
Yeah. I did have some breakfast, but it had hog, so I wasn't really living up to the hype.
I skipped breakfast today, cause
Oh, you did? You were fasting, bro.
no, I woke up and I took a nap.
You're like woke up and like, fuck this. This is too awake for me.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
Legit.
Yeah.
Well, I think for me, takeaways from this conversation for sure are one, be grateful for every day, friendships, achieving little goals, whatever they are, and appreciating the fact that we get to live in this world. You know, the point of bringing up and just kind of accidentally coming across the conversation of the 27 Club get you thinking. Most people got to make a impact on the world, whether through art or whatever their field was, and it was an indelible mark that you can't take away. Uh, the history books are written; it is what it is. But we get that chance too, in whatever small way we can. But it's a big way in our circles, with our friends and our families. So I think I'll value that more and more as I reflect on it, and I'll be grateful for that. And I'll try to have successes in those relationships and with the goals that I set with my friends and family. And I hope that anyone listening to this considers that as well. And they take the time to remember that I asked them, go call somebody. You got somebody that they care about that helped you be successful along the way. Take that moment. Go send a message. Make a phone call. Don't let it go unknown that you're grateful for that. Those are my takeaways, Sean,
Big facts.
for
Yeah,
sure.
take somebody to lunch, man. Go enjoy
That would
your
be good.
summer.
Yeah, going out to lunch or something like that would be dope.
Yeah. Go
Yeah,
look
for
at
sure.
the weather change.
Yeah, go chill out, watch the clouds, and go watch a movie together or something. You know what I mean? Spend some time together.
Hey, that's what it's about. Go play some.
All right. Before we wrap up, we'll come back to the quote that we opened with from Vince Lombardi. The price of success is hard work, dedication to the job at hand, and the determination that whether we win or lose, we have applied the best of ourselves to the task in hand. Keep doing your thing out there. Protect your heart, protect your mind. And Sean, what else they need to protect?
Protect your pin code.
All right, y'all. We out.